Here is my audience. Good evening, everyone. Today my presentation is going to be centered around Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, also known as AOC. The Bad Girls Caucus is the nickname that was given to the group of freshman congresswomen who were sworn in this past year. Teen Vogue states that this group consists of Ayanna Pressley, Rashida Tlaib, Sharice Davids, Deb Haaland, Veronica Escobar, and AOC. The group picked up this nickname when they showed their "we didn't come to play" attitude. Before we begin, I want to give a disclaimer saying that all information provided in this speech was sourced from either an academic or vetted source. The websites will be cited in the reference page. And although AOC is already in Congress, I believe it is important that U.S. citizens know who their representatives are and what values they hold. During this presentation, I will be sharing some background information on AOC and then proceed to share some of her current projects. But before we discuss two projects that she is currently very passionate about, let's look at the background of her family and experience in politics. In a Washington Commentary article titled, "You Must Take Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez Seriously," we are given some insight into her familial background. As shared in the article, AOC was born in the Bronx, her father ran a small business, and her mother cleaned houses to make ends meet. Her father unfortunately passed away during her sophomore year at Boston University. However, loans and scholarships allowed AOC to finish her degree in international relations. Before she entered the world of politics, her main source of income came from bartending. When veterans of Bernie Sanders asked her to undertake a long-shot challenge to a veteran Democratic congressman in the 2018 primary, she said sure. In a New Internationalist article, author Richard Swift shares that her race against Crowley, the Democratic congressman, AOC spent $194,000 compared to his $3.4 million. The 29-year-old socialist Puerto Rican was elected to Congress to represent the 14th Congressional District, which consists of parts of Queens and the Bronx. She is the youngest woman ever to serve in Congress. Now that we know a little bit more about her entrance into Congress, let's look at two projects that she is devoted to: Medicare and the Green New Deal. The first project that she is devoted to is Medicare. AOC believes in a single-payer healthcare system. According to her Ocasio 2018 website, she believes that Medicare for all is ethical, logical, and an affordable path to ensuring that no person goes without dignified healthcare. Improved and expanded healthcare for all includes medicine, vision, dental, and mental health care. Ocasio also quotes that almost every other developed nation in the world has universal health care. It's time the United States catches up to the rest of the world in ensuring all people have real health care coverage that doesn't break the bank. The second project that AOC is devoted to is the Green New Deal. The Green New Deal is a federal plan to counter climate change. Ocasio shares on her website that she wants the U.S. to implement a carbon-free, 100% renewable energy system and a fully modernized electrical grid in the U.S. by 2035 in an effort to combat climate change. AOC is so passionate about this issue that she joined a sit-in of young activists in front of the leading House Democrat Nancy Pelosi's office, demanding the adoption of a Green New Deal to address climate change. Before this presentation comes to an end, let us review what we've learned about AOC. 1 year ago, this Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx was bartending, and now she is a member of Congress that is working on combating climate change and providing Medicare for all. Although there were many more members of the Bad Girls Caucus, we were able to learn a little bit more about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. As citizens of the United States, it is important to know who is representing the American people. In order for change to happen, the participants of the U.S. citizens are needed. With this being said, I would like to close off with a quote from our very own AOC. The idea that any one person is going to save us is not true. I'm not going to save us. Only we can save us. And here are my references. Thank you for listening.